Hey, this is Hutch Morrone out of the Atlanta region with KW, and this is Command Tech Enabled Culture Driven. And here's 5 minutes on command for you today, where my hope is we spend 5 minutes together, and then you spend 5 to 10 on your own, given what we just went over a shot. So today we're talking about smart plans. So I want you to go over here to the left to the applet bar, and I want you to click on Smartplans. And once you've selected Smartplans, if you don't see any, you don't have any in your My Smartplans. So what you're going to want to do is go to add one. You're going to want to go to the library. These are templates of Smartplans. Please be curious and feel free to look through the steps of any of these. One of the best smart plans, if not the best one you can use, is biweekly or monthly neighborhood nurtures. The reason for this is there is probably no email that is more value added to your sphere than information about their neighborhood, getting hyper local with them by sending them information about what's going on in their neighborhood. So I've already added this smart plan, but if you want to add one, I'm just going to use the 8x8 as an example. You go ahead and click on add. It's going to rename it My. I like to change that to Hutch. In the future, category is going to be expanded to include opportunities. So right now we only have smart plans for contacts. In the future, we'll have them for opportunities. And I mean, just imagine there's a smart plan that kicks in for each phase. And sometimes you might even have a smart plan that kicks in for a specific stage, like the appraisal period, where your person that is in your sales pipeline, your client, gets an automatic email or something. And that is triggered by this trigger event right here, which says something to the effect of, if I move a contact to the appraisal stage, under the under contract phase, then put them automatically start this drip campaign. Or if I add somebody as a lead and tag them as open house, trigger this smart plan. And you could have a customized smart plan just for people you met at open houses. Oh, look at this. They thought of that. So did I know that? Yes, of course. But it's a good example. And this tells you, by viewing the steps, it tells you what text message goes out. Then it delays a day, and then it says, here's a touch task. So you know, this is send them an email about how it was nice to meet them, and so on. So I'm going to go ahead and add. I rename it. I hit apply, and then that smart plan now appears here. Now you can bulk add people to smart plans. So you could actually use a tag, and this ought to make it real easy, because if you have a tag for, past clients, people who've like bought or sold with you in the past, you can, because there are system tags for bought and sold, you can go ahead and use those, like this one for bought. Everybody who bought with you in the past, you can go ahead and put them on a neighborhood nurture smart plan, because you should have their address, correct? Correct, because you sold them a home. Referral plans, okay? These are going to be for incoming referrals. Opportunity plans are going to be linked to opportunities, and listing plans will be attached to people that are in your listing pipeline. And then this over here for create, we're going to have in a separate video, creating your own custom smart plan. But for now, you can bulk add, you can edit a smart plan, or you can delete it. Now, when you're going to want to edit something like the birthday smart plan, because I click the edit pencil here, the birthday smart plan, and I want you to read them all before you add anybody to it, but the birthday smart plan, for example, has a text that goes out, an automated text message on the day of their birthday that says happy birthday, and that's it. Pretend like the rest of this isn't here. I want to be a little bit more personable, and so I use this mail merge field to add contact first name. Now, regardless of their first name, it's going to be happy birthday. And if that contact's first name is Hutch, it'll say happy birthday, Hutch. Then I added this best wishes to you and yours this year. And I put this little thing that says Hutch here. And why did I put a signature there saying Hutch? Remember, this text goes out through Twilio. And with Twilio, it's going to go out through a bulk number through Austin, or you can buy a local number, but it's not going to come from your number. So if you don't put your name in here, people don't know who that came from. So any of the smart plans that you have text messages that you elect to add, I would go ahead and make sure that I look through the text message that's going out. The other way to add people to a smart plan is person by person. So when you add a new contact, you can go over here to Smart Plans, and you can see where you can add your smart plans that are in My Smart Plans are all available right here, and you can add them one by one. Bulk adding is awesome for when you first start doing it. I'm going to navigate back. So bulk adding is a great way to get a bunch of people on it, and then you can go little by little. Tells you the number of touches, tells you the duration, tells you that it's active, and then this little eyeball here, you can click on that and it tells you who's on it. Hey, I hope that helped. Like I said, pay attention to the second video on Smart Plans to see how to create it. And of course, I go into far more depth in my workshops, so feel free to attend a workshop. I'd love to see you and get a little bit more on Smart Plans.